Hello. Welcome to this English learning journey. My name is David. I will be your guide today. Learning English is very important in today's world. English is spoken in many countries. It is used in business, travel, and on the internet. When you learn English, you open many doors. You can talk to people from different countries. You can watch movies without subtitles. You can read books in their original language. English helps you find better jobs. Many companies want workers who speak English. They pay more money to people who know English well. English also helps when you travel. You can ask for directions. You can order food in restaurants. You can make friends with people from other countries. The internet has a lot of information in English. When you know English, you can read websites, watch videos, and join online groups. Learning English takes time and practice, but it is not impossible. Anyone can learn English with the right methods and regular practice. In this program, we will learn many ways to improve your English. We will talk about speaking, listening, reading, and writing. We will also learn how to build vocabulary and improve pronunciation. Remember, learning a language is like building a house. You need to do it brick by brick. Each day, you add a little more. Over time, you will see big progress. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's begin our English learning adventure together. Now, let's talk about speaking English. Speaking is very important when learning a language. Many people find speaking the hardest part. They feel shy or afraid of making mistakes. But speaking is how we communicate with others. It is how we share our thoughts and feelings. You can practice speaking English every day, even if you are alone. Yes, you can talk to yourself. This may sound strange, but it really helps. Try to describe your day in English. For example, say, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I ate breakfast. I went to work. This simple practice helps you think in English. You can also talk to objects in your house. Look at a chair and say, this is a chair. It is brown. It is comfortable. Look at a book and say, this is a book. It has many pages. The story is interesting. Reading out loud is another good way to practice. Take a book or newspaper and read it aloud. This helps you use your mouth to make English sounds. Recording yourself is very helpful too. Use your phone to record yourself speaking English. Then listen to it. How do you sound? Can you improve? Try to find a speaking partner. This could be a friend who is also learning English. You can practice together. You can talk about simple topics like food, movies, or family. There are also many online groups where you can practice speaking. You can join video calls with other English learners. You can make friends from different countries. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. The important thing is to keep trying and practicing. Set a goal to speak English for at least 10 minutes every day. You can increase this time as you get better. Speaking English regularly will help you become more comfortable with the language. You will start to think in English. Your words will come more naturally. So, start today. Find opportunities to speak English. Talk to yourself, talk to others, read aloud. Every word you speak helps you improve. Let's move on to listening. Listening is a key part of learning English. When you listen, you learn how words sound. You learn how sentences are formed. Listening helps you understand how English is really used. It helps you learn natural expressions and common phrases. There are many ways to practice listening. You can listen to songs in English. Songs often use simple language and repeat words many times. This helps you remember them. Try to find songs with clear lyrics. Listen to the song several times. First, just enjoy the music. Then, try to understand the words. You can look up the lyrics online and read along as you listen. Watching movies and TV shows in English is another great way to practice listening. You can start with subtitles in your language. Then, try English subtitles. Finally, try watching without any subtitles. Children's shows are often good for beginners. They use simple language and speak clearly. As you improve, you can watch more advanced shows. Podcasts are also very helpful for listening practice. There are many podcasts designed for English learners. They speak slowly and clearly. They often explain difficult words. You can listen to podcasts while doing other activities. Listen while cooking, cleaning, or walking. This is a good way to fit English practice into your busy day. Audiobooks are another good resource. You can listen to stories in English. This is fun and helps you learn new words in context. Try to listen to English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Regular practice is the key to improvement. When listening, don't worry if you don't understand everything. Focus on understanding the main ideas first. With time, you will understand more and more details. Active listening is important. This means you are fully focused on what you are hearing. Try to repeat what you hear. This helps you remember new words and phrases. Remember, listening and speaking go together. The more you listen, the better you will speak. So make listening a regular part of your English learning routine. Now, let's talk about reading in English. Reading is a wonderful way to learn new words and grammar patterns. When you read, you see how words are spelled. You see how sentences are constructed. You learn new vocabulary and context. Start with simple materials. Children's books are great for beginners. They use basic vocabulary and short sentences. They often have pictures that help you understand the story. Graded readers are books designed for language learners. They are divided into levels from beginner to advanced. You can choose books that match your current level. Newspapers and magazines are good for intermediate learners. You can read about current events and learn everyday language. Many newspapers have websites with free articles. Online blogs and websites are also useful. You can find blogs about topics that interest you. This makes reading more enjoyable and motivating. When you read, keep a dictionary nearby. When you see a new word, look it up. Write it down in a notebook. Review these words regularly. Reading out loud is very beneficial. It helps you connect the written word with its pronunciation. It also gives you speaking practice. Try to read a little bit every day. Even just 10-15 minutes of daily reading can make a big difference over time. Don't worry about understanding every word. Try to understand the main idea first. You can guess the meaning of some words from the context. As you read, ask yourself questions about the text. What is happening? Who are the characters? What will happen next? This helps you stay engaged and improves your comprehension. You can also try reading the same text several times. Each time you read it, you will understand more. This builds your confidence and vocabulary. Join a book club if possible. Reading and discussing books with others can be fun and motivating. You can share your thoughts and learn from others. Remember, reading is not just about learning English. It's also about gaining knowledge and enjoying stories. Choose materials that interest you, and reading will become a pleasure, not a task. Let's now focus on writing in English. Writing helps you organize your thoughts. It helps you remember vocabulary and grammar rules. Writing gives you time to think. You can choose your words carefully. You can check your grammar. This makes writing less stressful than speaking for many learners. Start with simple writing tasks. Write about your day. Describe what you did, what you saw, and how you felt. Use simple sentences like, I went to the store, I bought some food, the weather was nice. Keeping a diary in English is a great practice. Write a few sentences every day. Write about your thoughts, activities, or plans. Over time, you will see your writing improve. Writing emails in English is another useful exercise. You can email friends who are learning English. You can also join online forums where people write in English. Try to write short stories. They don't need to be long or complex. Write about a simple event or create a basic fictional story. This helps you use your imagination in English. Making lists is a simple writing activity. Write a shopping list in English. Make a to-do list for your day. List your favorite foods, movies, or places. When you write, don't worry too much about mistakes at first. Just try to express your ideas. Later, you can go back and correct your work. Using a dictionary and grammar book can help you write better. Check your spelling and grammar after you finish writing. This helps you learn from your mistakes. You can also try copying texts in English. Find a short paragraph you like and copy it by hand. This helps you notice language patterns and spelling. Another good practice is to summarize what you read or watch. After reading an article or watching a video, write a short summary in English. This improves both your comprehension and writing skills. Ask someone to check your writing if possible. A teacher, friend, or online tutor can give you feedback. This helps you identify areas for improvement. Remember, writing improves with practice. Try to write a little bit every day. Set small, achievable goals. For example, write 50 words today, 60 words tomorrow, and so on. Writing connects all language skills. It helps you use the words you've learned through reading and listening. It helps you organize the thoughts you want to express when speaking. Now, let's talk about building your vocabulary. Vocabulary is the collection of words you know and can use. The more words you know, the better you can express yourself. Learning new words every day is a good habit. Even just 5 to 10 new words per day adds up to thousands of words per year. Start with common, everyday words. Learn words for objects in your home, foods you eat, clothes you wear, and activities you do daily. Group words by topics. For example, learn all the words related to food together. Then learn words related to travel, health, or work. This helps you remember words better. Use flashcards to learn new words. Write the English word on one side and the meaning in your language on the other side. Review these cards regularly. A vocabulary notebook is very helpful. Write new words with their meanings, example sentences, and maybe a small drawing. Review this notebook often. Context is important when learning new words. Don't just memorize word lists. Learn how words are used in sentences and conversations. Try to use new words in your own sentences. This helps you remember them better. For example, if you learn the word delicious, use it in a sentence like, "The pizza was delicious." Word games are fun ways to practice vocabulary. Play games like Scrabble, word search, or crossword puzzles. These games make learning enjoyable. Reading is one of the best ways to expand your vocabulary. When you read, you see words used in context. This helps you understand their meanings and how to use them. Watching movies and TV shows also helps you learn new words. You hear how words are pronounced and see how they are used in everyday conversations. Don't try to learn too many words at once. It's better to learn a few words well than many words superficially. Review is essential for vocabulary learning. Go back to words you've learned before. Use them in new sentences. This helps move words from short-term to long-term memory. Pay attention to word families. For example, if you learn the word happy, also learn related words like unhappy, happiness, and happily. This expands your vocabulary efficiently. Remember, building vocabulary takes time. Be patient and consistent. Every new word you learn is a step forward in your English journey. Let's focus now on pronunciation. Good pronunciation helps others understand you better. It gives you more confidence when speaking English. English has some sounds that may not exist in your language. These sounds may be difficult at first, but with practice, you can learn them. Listen carefully to how native speakers pronounce words. Pay attention to the rhythm and intonation of their speech. Try to copy these patterns. Start with individual sounds. Practice the sounds that are difficult for you. For example, many learners find the AEth sound challenging. Practice saying words like think, this, thank, and mother. Use a mirror when practicing pronunciation. Watch your mouth, lips, and tongue as you say different sounds. This helps you see if you're making the sounds correctly. Record yourself speaking and then listen to the recording. Compare your pronunciation with that of native speakers. This helps you identify areas for improvement. Tongue twisters are fun exercises for pronunciation. Try saying, "She sells seashells by the seashore," or "Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers." Start slowly and gradually increase your speed. Pay attention to word stress. In English, some syllables in a word are stressed more than others. For example, in the word important, the stress is on the second syllable. Important. Sentence stress is also important. In English sentences, content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs are usually stressed more than function words, articles, prepositions, pronouns. Learning the phonetic alphabet can be helpful. This is a system of symbols that represent different sounds. It can help you understand how words are pronounced. Practice reading out loud every day. This helps you connect written words with their pronunciation. Start with simple texts and read them slowly and clearly. Don't be afraid to slow down when speaking. It's better to speak slowly with good pronunciation than quickly with poor pronunciation. Watch videos about English pronunciation. There are many online resources that show you how to position your mouth, lips, and tongue for different sounds. Remember that perfect pronunciation is not necessary. The goal is to be understood, not to sound exactly like a native speaker. Many successful English speakers have accents. Be patient with yourself. Pronunciation improves with practice. Even a few minutes of daily practice can lead to significant improvement over time. Now, let's talk about building confidence when speaking English. Many learners feel nervous or shy when speaking a new language. This is normal, but there are ways to overcome this fear. Remember that making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Everyone who learns a new language makes mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Start by speaking in safe environments. Practice with friends who are also learning English. They understand your challenges and won't judge you for mistakes. Prepare what you want to say when possible. Before a conversation, think about the topics that might come up. Practice some key phrases or questions. Speak slowly and clearly. You don't need to rush. Taking your time helps you pronounce words correctly and gives you time to think. Use simple language at first. You don't need complex sentences to communicate effectively. Simple, clear sentences are often better than complicated ones with mistakes. Focus on communication, not perfection. The goal is to share your ideas, not to speak perfectly. If people understand you, you are successful. Practice positive self-talk. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good at English," tell yourself, "I'm learning and improving every day." Your mindset affects your performance. Set small, achievable speaking goals. For example, today I will ask one question in English, or I will have a 5-minute conversation in English. Celebrate when you achieve these goals. Join language exchange groups or conversation clubs. These are safe spaces to practice speaking with others who are also learning. Use what you know. Don't worry about what you don't know yet. Use the vocabulary and grammar you've already learned to express yourself. Remember that most people are kind and supportive. They appreciate your efforts to speak their language. They will usually be patient and helpful. If you don't know a word, use other words to describe it. For example, if you don't know the word umbrella, you could say, "the thing we use when it rains." Practice speaking in front of a mirror. This helps you become comfortable with speaking out loud. You can also practice with a pet or a stuffed animal. Record yourself speaking and listen to the recording. This helps you get used to the sound of your own voice in English and identify areas for improvement. Remember, confidence comes with practice. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will become. Every conversation is a step forward in your English journey. Work colleagues who speak English can be great language partners. Ask them if they would like to have lunch together sometimes. This gives you a chance to practice English in a relaxed setting. Hobbies and interest groups are natural places to make friends. Join a cooking class, book club, hiking group, or any activity you enjoy. Look for groups where English is spoken. Online gaming communities often use English to communicate. If you enjoy video games, this can be a fun way to practice English while playing. Language learning apps often have community features. You can connect with other learners and native speakers through these platforms. When meeting new people, be friendly and open. Smile and introduce yourself. Ask simple questions like, "Where are you from?" or "What do you do?" Be honest about your language level. Tell people you are learning English and would appreciate their patience. Most people will be understanding and supportive. Show interest in others. Ask questions about their lives, cultures, and interests. People enjoy talking about themselves and will appreciate your curiosity. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember, the goal is communication, not perfection. Most native speakers will focus on your message, not your grammar. Share things about your culture and language too. Cultural exchange makes friendships more interesting and meaningful. Be a good listener. This is important in any friendship and gives you valuable listening practice in English. Follow up after meeting someone new. Send a message saying it was nice to meet them. Suggest meeting again if you enjoyed their company. Join study groups if you are taking English classes. Studying together can lead to friendships while improving your English skills. Attend language cafes or conversation clubs in your area. These are events where people meet specifically to practice languages. Remember that building friendships takes time. Don't get discouraged if deep connections don't form immediately. Keep meeting new people and practicing your English. Having friends who speak English will make your learning journey more enjoyable and effective. You'll learn natural expressions, slang, and cultural nuances that you won't find in textbooks. Trust yourself. You have the ability to learn English. Millions of people have done it, and you can too. Believe in your capacity to learn and grow. Remember that learning English opens doors. It connects you to people, information, and opportunities around the world. Your efforts will be rewarded in many ways. Know that your English doesn't need to be perfect to be useful. Even with basic English, you can communicate, build relationships, and accomplish many things. Every day you practice English, you get better. Even on days when you don't feel like you're improving, learning is happening. Trust the process. Learning English is a gift you give yourself. It's a skill that no one can take away from you. It will benefit you for the rest of your life. Thank you for joining me on this English learning journey today. I believe in you and your ability to succeed. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Your English future is bright. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our lessons. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.